Hey everybody, welcome back. You are listening to Ultimate Affiliate Marketing. I'm your host, as always, it's Paul Motley here. It's Monday, it's the start of a brand new week. I hope the weekend treated you well. I was super looking forward to having Brian Delaney on today. Unfortunately, Brian has had to pass on that because some sort of conflict in his email and he missed it. I'm pretty sure he's away fishing right now, so I appreciate, that he's missed that one. We're going to reschedule, so it's all good. But leading up to that interview, I was actually doing a little bit of research on Mr. Delaney and went on his YouTube channel and found that last year he did a whole stream of daily videos for a month, a whole month. And I haven't yet gone through every single one of them because they are beefy. They're like, they're not 5 or 6 minutes lives here. We're talking about presentations, quality video, which lasts 40, 50 minutes each. And one of the questions I was going to ask him was, wow, how on earth are you getting, being able to be this pumped up, this excited every single day doing that? And then I thought to myself, hang on a minute, Paul. You've been doing this podcast every day for the last 2.5, nearly 3 months now. So, it is possible. Of course it is. But, just to have all that there ready to go and talk for that long. And I'm pretty sure I haven't yet seen him take a drink while he's doing it. I know when I watch other people do sort of like live, long-term videos or whatever, like Russell Brunson, he's always there with his, his bottle of water in his ClickFunnels swag bottle, and he's like, knocking it back, really like almost like downing it. So it's probably just to clear his throat a little bit. I get that because sometimes if you talk for a long time, you can get a little hoarse. It's amazing, really, especially if you are talking and you're presenting and it's not going to anybody else, you're not interacting, so you don't get a chance to have a pause. You're literally going yourself continuously. Right, but anyway, one of the videos that I saw Brian do was basically how to get leads or creating leads or capturing leads. That was it. And there are 5 ways that that Brian went over, and so I just want to echo that because I think it's immense value, and I think there's a couple in there that you're going to be quite surprised on. One of the ones, the last one, the 5th one, was actually remarketing, and that's something that we touched on a lot in the podcast yesterday. So if you haven't listened to that one yet, go back, check it, and obviously, if it's your first time here, and I do this all the time, gosh, it sounds repetitive, doesn't it? If it's your first time here, I do these podcasts every day. Hit subscribe so you make sure you don't miss out on anything, and in the show notes there is a free affiliate toolbox, right? It's the last link inside of the show notes, right? You click that, it's going to take you to a page where you can create your account for free and get loads of free stuff from me to help you in your affiliate marketing journey, right? The last time the numbers have been slowly creeping up, and I'm being transparent here. I think last count there's like 51 people have actually gone ahead and done that, and I'm thinking, wow, I'm getting 2,000 to 3,000 downloads a month now, and there's only 50 odd people that have gone to the affiliate toolbox link and actually created an account. So I'm wondering why. Especially because it's full of free stuff, and who doesn't like free? Come on, guys, do yourself a favor, go and check that link in the show notes, get yourself a free account. There is nothing to, there's no implication, or I'm not going to make you buy stuff, right? You just go and get the free stuff in there. That's cool. Okay, so that was number 5. Number 1 is going to be real simple. Everybody's heard of it. Email, right? Creating a list and getting leads of people's email addresses. And there are 2 distinct types. There are those people which opt into your stuff to download lead magnets and all the rest of it, but there's also a buyers list as well. Super powerful buyers list, right? So once you start working on building your email list, and you get to a point where you can actually build a buyer's list, that is the golden egg. Okay, right, so that's something you should all aspire to, is having those two lists. Number 2, remember we've done 1 and 5 so far, so number 2, I'm going to save the one that you've not really, you wouldn't know, well actually there's 2 that you wouldn't think of until a little later. Messenger bots. Yep, good old messenger bots. If you don't know what a messenger bot is, it is basically an automated way of sending people messages through Facebook. So normally you would get a message from your friends or your colleagues or your business partners or anyone else through Facebook. Well, if you have a Facebook business page, then you can go to a company called ManyChat. There are other chatbot providers around. I just use ManyChat, but I don't know why, I just do. And so you can go ahead and check out their free training on how you do it. They do have a really good course on that. And I know there are loads of courses out there and all sorts of stuff on YouTube and that, but if you go to the source, go to ManyChat, they are going to actually give you a free course on how to use their own software. Makes sense, right? Because ultimately they want you to upgrade to the paid version. Now the paid version is like $10 a month. Now you can do a lot with the free version, and I mean a lot, but $10 a month, really, guys? Come on, think about it. Okay, so let's get on to another one. So we've covered email lists, we've covered remarketing, we've covered messenger bots. Number 3, SMS or text messages from wherever you are in the world. Brian actually went over a story, right? And this is quite amazing. He was doing a presentation and he was doing a giveaway during the presentation. And he went over and it was kind of like, he asked the audience to text X, Y, and Z to a number, right? Now, sometimes you see these things, like text free sofa to 457Y, blah, 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 all that sort of thing, right? You see these around. Well, you can get this set up and there are some services around there which actually help run this thing for you. You can almost do the same as what you do with a messenger bot, but with a text message. I'm trying to think. There's this company called Chirp, right? I'm pretty sure it's a double I in there. So if you go and search it out, you can go and see what those guys do. Again, there's a cost to it, but if you're running your business, business has expenses, okay? So when you get to a point where you are earning, then I think it's a serious step you guys need to take, because when Brian talked about this and he said he made one tweak, and what he did was actually included what people needed to text and to what number at the bottom of each slide during his presentation. And he said by the time they'd finished the presentation, 85% of the entire audience had opted in via text. 85%. That is crazy. Now you might argue that he's already got a captured audience because he's there on a presentation, but maybe, now I'm going to have to go back and check this out. I don't know if it was his event or if he was speaking at someone else's event, but you imagine having a room full of 1,000 people, if you ever get to that point, which I'd love to, but you ever get to that point, you've got 1,000 people in the room, 85% of them get on your list. That's 850 people that are seriously interested in what you've got to offer. That, ladies and gentlemen, is gold. So you can start doing these things because it's very easy. And I tell you what, people say like, oh, email's dead, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. That's bullshit. Of course it's not dead. You get higher open rates with messenger bots. No denying that. But, you don't own that. And it is determined on whether or not something might happen to Facebook one day or something happens to your business page or your ad account, whatever. So you're renting it. Okay, we talked about this before, about what you own and what you rent as far as your assets go. With your emails, you own them. That's something you can like literally download and print them out on a computer and hold them on a piece of paper and look at them and go, this is my email list. That's tangible, right? We talked about that before. So what have we covered? What have I missed? So we've got number 5, which was the thinking out loud. That was the retargeting, remarketing. Number 1 was your emails. And we also covered text messaging. And we also covered the other one, messenger bots. Right, so the last one, out of the 5, the last one, and this was interesting actually. The last one that he mentioned was live chat. And you think, what the heck is live chat? Right. Sometimes when you go onto a website, a little box will pop up and it might say, need any help? Or it might say, we're live now. Or there might be something where you can click, get live help, get live or live chat, something like that. This could be a game changer for you, because if someone is on your site, whether it's your own product or an affiliate product, and you've got a bridge page there, and someone is itching to buy, but they've just got a couple of questions, imagine how powerful it is to be able to answer those specific questions, because those questions are often objections to them buying it. And without the live chat feature, they can go on thinking that forever, because there's a good chance you may or may not cover it within FAQs, or the presentation might not cover it, and they might just have a question, okay? And this is something that is quite interesting, and I'm actually looking for a place to rent myself at the moment. And there were a few things in the description which I thought, yep, ticking boxes, but there were a few things which weren't, and I thought, if I happened to be on the site and they had live chat, I would be able to ask those questions and get them answered immediately. Or if they didn't know the exact answers to them, they'd be able to come back to me. Instead, I've got to email through, then I've got to wait for someone to read the email, then I've got to wait for someone to go and check the details, then I've got to wait for someone to email me back. Could be days. But if someone was there during work hours on a live chat, I would be literally like, okay, what about this? What about this? What about this? And my objections to getting that particular property would be wiped out. And I'd go, okay, let's do it. Now, if you think about that on your website, and you know, if you've got a product which is like a $5,000 product, and you're getting 50% commission on that, and they've got a couple of questions, well, they might end up going through support, which might mean, and you know, it could mean you lose the sale. But if you're there and you can answer it, then that's cool. That commission's yours. Or if it's your own product, that sale is yours. Now, doesn't that make sense as far as capturing leads? Ooh, definitely quiet there. I had to do a dramatic pause sometimes on these, because I want to make a point and really make it, you know, try and get that point across so that you guys actually think, I want the light bulbs to start going off. That's what I'm trying to get to. I thought it was incredible. And I think it's something that, I mean, again, there are various different suppliers which do this, and a couple of them will actually allow you to have a notification built into an app on your phone, so you don't have to be sat by the computer all day waiting for these messages to come through. Imagine being out or at the gym, or you know, wherever you are, a question pops up. Hey Paul, I was interested in buying ABC. I just wanted to ask this quick question. Are you there? Ping. And I look at this and go, yeah, cool. Yeah, what do you need to know? Question, answer, sale. Oh, yes. You know, that is a I can't even replicate it. That is a mic drop moment right there. So I'm going to leave this one. Hopefully we're going to get Brian back on real soon. I have some more guests already lined up to be announced. I don't want to say too much just yet, just in case we get a conflict in scheduling or something pops up. That is going to conclude tonight, and obviously make sure you go and check the show notes, subscribe, review, rate all that fun stuff. Yeah, but seriously, get inside of the toolbox. It's in the show notes. The link is right there. It is free. I can't plug this enough to you guys. You need to be taking action right now, making a difference in your business, because that is what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you make a difference in your business. Okay, right, that's me. I'm out, and we'll speak again tomorrow.